And we should be live. Hello, everybody. Phil, I appreciate you coming in. Amateur Aquatics, hello, hello. Big shout out and a thank you to Pam for letting me jump on here. Um, and I appreciate Precious lurking is absolutely always welcome. If you see me looking off to the right, I feel like this gets explained a lot between a lot of us streamers, but I've got another monitor over here that my live chat is on since it takes a moment for, and actually, I'll move it for now. It takes a moment for the StreamYard chat to catch up, and I don't see everything that goes on in there. But with that being said, Amateur Aquatics, Precious Tranquility, Terry's Tropical Tanks, Scotty G66, Miss Fever is in the building as well. Griffin Fish Room, I appreciate you all showing up on this Christmas Eve / Christmas Day impromptu stream. And we got C23, Cichlids 23 in the building as well. So thank y'all for showing up. I don't really have a fish-related topic set up for tonight. I did kind of want to talk about a couple things that, hey, Cody-san, hello, hello. I wanted to explain, I'd made a joke earlier in Mike's stream about I managed to make it through the holiday season this year without actually saying Merry Christmas to any of my customers. To clarify that, I returned it whenever it was said to me, but I managed to make it all the way through without being the person to say it first. GRB Aquatics, g'day, mate. So I was proud of that because I wanted to see if I could do it. Hey, Pam, I don't know who this is. It seems to me like my camera is off from the normal. I don't know. It seems like it's a lot more zoomed in. Yes, Cody-san, thank you. Cody-san saying, I hit the thumbs up. Did you? I appreciate that. We also have Aquatic Ness in the building. Thank you. Thank you. So just kind of tell you I'm not against the holidays. Okay. And now you're going to have echo for a second. And now it should be gone. Okay. Funny, I didn't have any audio whatsoever coming from the actual YouTube until I clicked a button and then it all popped up. We also have Ginger Graves. Hello. I appreciate you coming in. Hopefully you are not on the drive home. I know it seems like you're always on the drive home, but I hope that you've managed to get home at this point on Christmas Eve. If you are on the drive home, be safe, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. TJ's Exotics is also in the house, as well as the Salty Reef and Stingray Steve. Make sure I have not missed anybody. All right, looks like, oh, and there is Multi-Tank Addiction. Chris, hello. Appreciate you swinging by. I am glad you got the stickers. Yes, for those of you that may be new to my channel, I do have some channel stickers. I will send them. Sorry, I'm trying to get in my pocket because I carry some around with me. If you send me an email, fishroomfever@gmail.com, with your address, that's a key part of it. I will send you a couple of stickers if you would like. No charge. I'll even cover shipping. Wow, that's not going to focus. All right. Yes, perfect. Not focusing. Fantastic. But you get the point. So if you would like those, send me an email. Caleb, not really a new look. Hey, Father Fish, hello and welcome. Glad to have you here, sir. I'm streaming. Normally when I stream, I'm sitting sideways at my desk, so you're seeing this view. Not really comfortable. So this past week with, healing up from surgery and everything, this has been a lot more comfortable. I do have a backdrop I can throw behind me, and of course I can move the camera to the tank. But I've found with my monitors and mic and everything, I'm really liking this setup here. You don't really get the same fish tank view behind me. And in case you're wondering, that's a box. The fun of pointing at stuff on camera. That is a box right there covering the end of that light because it is longer than the tank. Caleb, I've got you down. If I'm almost positive yours already went out. In fact, I thought you said you had gotten yours. Excuse me. But if you haven't already, they should be arriving shortly. TJ's Exotics, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, and see, Miss Fever is handling that. Bless her soul. So she says that she knows she addressed an envelope to you, sir. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else. All right. Good. I appreciate you all showing up. So basically, to clarify that, I have nothing against the holidays. I am somewhat jaded, having worked in retail for so long. Alien World Aquatics, hello and good day to you, sir. From what I understand, you're going live in an hour, if I'm not mistaken. So Pam has been kind enough to let me fill in the time between now and then. Let me do some rambling. But I know I keep jumping off my story here, but I want to acknowledge everybody in the chat. My issue is with the commercialization of the holidays. The two worst days for me. Lunar Bettas, hello. I've not seen you before. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. So the two worst holidays or days in retail for me are the day before Thanksgiving and the day before Christmas. Not because of the customer flow or anything like that, but because people are in such a horrible mood. Rejoice Screen, hello. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate you showing up. Well, we were all newbies at one point, Lunar Bettas, excuse me. So I'm glad to have you here. All newbies are welcome, as well as lurkers. I've lost my live chat, and I'm back on StreamYard chat. There we go. Oh, yep, see, a couple people did not pop up. Salty Reef, how do I get a sticker? If you will send me an email, fishroomfever@gmail.com, I will be happy. Of course, send me your address. I've gotten a couple people that didn't send me an address. I will be happy to mail one out to you. No charge to you. FMFM, hello. But basically, everybody is in such a horrible mood because they put so many pressures on themselves for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I almost feel bad for those people because 95% of the interactions I have in retail the day before Christmas and the day before Thanksgiving are just a lot of really mad people that are trying to meet the expectations of their family and society. And that's not what it's supposed to be about. Fish Tropic, as always, swinging by to show support. I appreciate you, good sir. So that is why I have the perspective I do. I really wish more people would take to heart what the season is about versus the societal pressures and expectations. If you are that stressed about the holidays, you're not doing the holidays right. But that's my clarification and my little rant on the holidays. That being said, again, for those of you that have joined since the beginning, Merry Christmas Eve / Christmas, depending upon where you are in the world. Yeah, Codyson didn't include name. That's fine. Some of them I made out to just usernames when I mailed them out. Bipolar Aquatics, hello. I appreciate you swinging by. Bipolar, I have not forgotten about you. If you will send me another Facebook message, I'm going to get some pictures out to you. I tried to get some video together for you, but that project had been so overwhelming when I was trying to get it done amongst other things. But I definitely, if you're good with some still shots, can send you a whole bunch of quality pictures for that project we had discussed. Officially Christmas there for Selfin. Merry Christmas to you. Aquaballs, hello. I appreciate you swinging by. So yeah, so that's pretty much my rant about the holidays. All right, good deal. I know Miss Fever appreciates having all of the these envelopes to send out. I was smart. I went ahead and I did a little letter just because I wanted to kind of say thank you to everybody. So I went ahead and wrote that letter out or typed that letter out, printed them out, stuck it in envelopes with stickers. So now all we have to do is throw addresses on and get them out. So that has been expediting it. And the stickers is not just US. I can send stickers anywhere in the world for, yeah, I know, Miss Fever, my rants are never done. I'm just holding the rest in. But I can send stickers anywhere in the world for like $1.50. Miss Fever will correct me if I'm wrong, since she's the one that's also been taking them to the post office. Thank you again for her support. So even if you're outside the US, let me see. At Fish Room Fever, couldn't have been said any better. I agree totally. Commercialism has quashed the true meaning of Christmas. Yes. 100% agree with you there, unfortunately. I have not seen a whole lot. That being said, I have been home on medical for the past week. Today was my second day back to work. We don't have okay. International is $1.40 US dollars for me to send out. So yeah, it's not going to hurt me to send out some stickers. It's not like I've got 10,000 people asking for stickers at this point. Eventually down the road we'll do something like Rack where he tells you to send a self-addressed stamped envelope. But I'm still a little guy, so I don't mind to send them out to people that are willing to support me. But yeah, on the sales, there we go. We don't have anything. Let me rephrase this. We have some things at work that I use in the hobby, but those things are all like dollar items. Nothing that really goes on sale, so to speak. I did pick up something for Christmas for myself that I technically have not gotten yet. But we had a Thanksgiving Day special on a 100-inch projector that like hooks up with all sorts of sound and HD cards and HDMI ports and stuff. So I'm looking forward to playing with that in terms of doing like a backdrop and then having that projector throw an image up behind me, almost kind of like a green screen type thing. Yes, Bob Steenfots does have a lot of deals on his community tab. He's got like a program he's worked out that picks up on all those deals pretty quick. And then I'm pretty sure he's got Amazon affiliate links to all of that stuff. Yes, lots and lots of mystery snails. Let's see what we got. The Zen Ginger. Oh, yes. So for those of you that missed that live stream, I've gone through on the merch, and this is, the way it works out. Basically, I think the most that I make off any piece of merchandise is like 56 cents. But basically, we dropped the pricing rock bottom on that stuff. And yes, I do have an affiliate link. Caleb, I will grab that if Zen doesn't beat me to it, and she probably will because she is amazing. Hello, Shelby Ray Lane, sneaking in to say Merry Christmas. We love you too. But yes, I do have an affiliate link, and use of that would be appreciated because for the first time, they have not automatically rejected me. Prior to hitting 500 subscribers, every time I would sign up for an affiliate account, it would go for about a week. I'd get a rejection letter, even though, fortunately, thanks to some special people, I was hitting the quote-unquote quotas. But now that I have 500 subscribers, they said, hey, we're going to approve you and give you a probationary period. You need to drive X amount of sales in your probationary period, and we will leave your affiliate link open. Here, tell you what, I've also added one to the Fish Rooms Fever website, which has listings of all of the GoFundMes while we're talking about that. Tell you what, I can screen share that. Let me throw this on the other screen real quick and throw a screen share up and share that. Okay, so if you go on fishroomfever.com, we've got a link for Project Piaba. As most of you know, I am very much a supporter of them. I should have my Project Piaba tank soon, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to move this back a little bit before I end up using it as a pillow. And then there is a phone number for kind of a text community. It is all text rates and fees apply or whatever. I've not sent out any messages on it. It's kind of like a group emergency gathering type thing. Like, oh my God, nobody's streaming. I need help. Is there somebody that can help me type thing? Links back to the YouTube FishFam. And then as we go down, we have the GoFundMe links for Pam and Candy, as well as Pam's Facebook, where you can check her art out. Some other links to Pam's drawing sketches and her calendar, which whenever she's out of calendars, I need to pull that, as well as the multi-tank addiction calendar, which looks like it does not have the link anymore, so I need to go fix that again. Not really anything for sale on it. There are stream times for the Fish Fam, so if you're ever wondering what the schedule is once we get past the crazy holiday stuff. And there, I threw it on there because I'm supposed to have it on the website to be in compliance with the Amazon affiliate whatever you want to call it. So I did at the very bottom of the page drop the link for my Amazon affiliate. So there's the shortened version for you as well as in. Hello, Chewy. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to run back up through here real quick. Let's take that off of there. Let's show something that's a little bit better than that. How about that? Let me find my chat again. Bring this up. All right. It's one thing I do not care for is that StreamYards does not have kind of a live chat. It has more of a top chat built into it. See, James needs more tanks. Griffin Fish Room. I agree 100%. I actually need to get some 20-gallon standard 20s so I can move some breeding angel fish pairs into those. Miss Fever, I'm sure 100% agrees. I'll leave that at that. Chewy LTD, hello. Thank you for stopping by. And of course, yes, Miss Fever is the African cichlid expert, not myself. I think that was Fish Tropic was going to get you some more tanks, Griffin, if I'm not mistaken. Or, hey, maybe the missus can help you out there. All right, I think I'm caught back up there. Let me check on the live chat there. All right, so I think I'm all good. But yeah, basically on the merch, I dropped it rock bottom prices as low as I could possibly go on it, minus like 50 cents. I left them at like 99-cent increments. And put out a free shipping code. So if you wanted to get something, because I did have some people ask, and shout out to Precious Tranquility. She was the first person to buy Fish Room Fever merch. Precious, if you are still lurking, yeah, and there you are right there. Let me know how you like that. If you have any issues with it, contact me. I will scream at somebody at Teespring and we'll get it fixed for you. But since you were the first person to make a purchase, I am very excited to see that. And not that I wouldn't shout out your channel anyways, because as everybody knows, I'm constantly trying to shout people out, bigger or smaller than myself. But if you want to do a little video when you get your merch, I will definitely promote you, I guess is the only way I can think of it at the moment. Yes, Zen is very good at it. And the reason I'm kind of promoting it, if you will, again, I'm not really making anything off it, but eventually I'll have to change the prices before the rest of the Fish Fam decides to beat me for dropping the price so much lower than everybody else. But, you know, it's the holiday season, and I wanted people to be able to get it as cheap as possible that wanted it, because I appreciate the support from this community. So... and Caleb said same for him, because I know, Precious, you also grabbed some of his merch. Precious, if you want to do an unboxing, you can. Or if, I mean, even if you just do a picture on Instagram. Honestly, I just really want to know. I want to make sure it's good quality stuff, because if it's not, I'll go elsewhere. But yeah, absolutely, Precious. If you do something like that, I will definitely make a video about you doing that. Throw a huge shout out. Not that I'm a huge channel or anything, but we've been known to get a couple subscribers for one or two people around here. Help some people hit some goals. Sailfin Aquatics, got to go for a little while. I'll be back if you're still on. If not, Merry Christmas to all. I will be running until 12:05 my time, and that is when Alien World Aquatics will be taking over. Aquatic Nest, how many tanks do you have, Fish Room Fever? I have over 40 tanks up and running currently. I think it's 42 at the moment. And then I've got a couple tanks that are empty. Kind of running out of room in the designated fish tank areas of the house. I have basically an entire end of the house, two bedrooms, a hallway, and then a bathroom for fish area. We did have one tank in the bedroom that I convinced Miss Fever to let me do, and then the seam burst on it. So I don't know how well that's going to play over on getting any more tanks into the bedroom after that fiasco. But if nothing else, I will be expanding into the living room because I have a 220 gallon I need to get set up for these piranha. Which, as a matter of fact, I'm going to cover this for a second so I don't give you all motion sickness. And we will get you set up on them because I kind of wanted to talk about these guys a little bit. It's been something, I'm going to pull this down. It's been something that's been on my mind. A lot of people will say that piranha are boring, or they never see them, or, you know, they just hide all the time. In my experience, and this is not the first time I've kept piranha, and I've kept several different kinds. These are a Caribe or Caribe piranha. They are Pygocentris, related to the red belly, but slightly more aggressive. If you give them what they want in an aquarium setup, they are very fun fish to watch. I can kind of, let me angle this down a little bit so that you're not totally getting blinded. As you can see, lots of plants. There's a very large piece of wood in there. See if I can do this without knocking my mouse off. That piece of wood goes all the way down to the end. So that provides tannins as well as a hiding spot. But as you can see, they've got this open area at the end. Of course, that cord's going to be right in the way. And they really enjoy hanging out there. So they've got tannins, they've got hiding places, and then I've also added duckweed to this tank to kind of diffuse the overhead lighting. And I've found that they now, before they would come out in the open and kind of hang out at the bottom, but now as you can see, they're kind of multi-level in the tank. They're not just towards the bottom. And I've got to be honest, I know a lot of people hate duckweed, but I'm really enjoying it in here. As you can see from the filter, is constantly kicking it down into the tank. And then I have my duckweed icebergs, as I like to call them, where it's sticking down several inches under the water. But these guys are one of my favorite fish. Not that I could really narrow down to a favorite. But if you set up something that makes the fish comfortable, you will definitely get to spend more time enjoying them because they will enjoy their quality of life better. Let me scroll back up here, see what I missed. Yes, Alien World Aquatics is next. Make sure I didn't miss anything before that. Okay, there's back to the aquaticness tank question. All right, and I see some quid pro quo going on with the fish tanks in different locations. We'll discuss that later, Miss Fever. Oh, Caleb dropping links. I appreciate that, buddy. Let's see. All right, now let's not go too crazy with the Miss Fever cichlid support here. I'd like to keep some of my tanks. The 110 that she's got now was actually supposed to have some other things in it, but you know, it is what it is. How many? Let me. Oh, thank you, Farther Fish. I just missed one. Aquaticness. Right, love piranhas. I got 2 a few months back, but we had some before years back, missed having, so I had to get a couple. Yes, absolutely. When I first got back into the hobby this last go around, that was one of the things I really missed. I actually was breeding piranhas successfully in my last venture in the hobby. And I saw these guys on an order list, and they're only available seasonally, and they're only available wild caught. Given that I've had some success not only breeding Pygocentris, but also some of the Cerasalmus piranhas that are quote-unquote unbreedable. But we won't go into that because that was before, like, there's no documentation on it, so take it for what you will. I looked at these and I said, there's one case that a gentleman said he had bred them, and I believe it, but it was like back before, you know, the internet, so to speak. So nowadays everybody wants videos and pictures and that kind of stuff. But my goal is to get these guys breeding, since they are a wild caught only fish in the hobby. Yes, she will not touch that tank because she does not want the responsibility for something going wrong. Thank you, Amateur Aquatics and GRB Aquatics. I tend to err on that myself. Lunar Beta says, do you use just driftwood for tannins or additives? I have the Brightwell Dark Water, but I am preferring Indian almond leaves and driftwood. I may be too stuck in my ways. At this point, I only use driftwood. That being said, in the Aqueon Project Piava kit, it does come with the I think it's Brightwell. I know it comes with the dark water extract. So I will be using that since it comes with the kit to give that a test and see how I like that. But I definitely am enjoying it. It is funny. I may have to try and get some video the next time I do a big water change because I put the python at the other end of the tank and run the water in. And the color difference, like this end of the tank to the left where the piranhas are, will still be tannin. And the right side where the water's coming in will be crystal clear. And it's funny how it doesn't like mix right away like you would think it should. Kind of like if you've seen pictures of the Amazon of different waterways meeting where they have different coloration in the water. But I have nothing against the bottled tannins, if you will, the dark water extracts. I just have not really used them, but I will be as soon as I get that tank. There's the Father Fish comment. Again, I thank you for that. I'm going to try and get caught up to chat here. I am way behind. I see Todd has come in. Todd Short, I appreciate you showing up. Okay, not too terribly far back. We're just going to go through here. Lots of Merry Christmases. And this has probably already been answered in chat, but those are piranha. They are Pygocentris caribe, related to the red belly, or caribe. It's C-A-R-I-B-E, depending upon your preferred pronunciation. And the Salty Reef says, mostly all of my tanks are saltwater, but doing a 20-gallon freshwater tank for the new year. Had some Oscars and Arowana, but gave them to another local hobbyist. That is awesome. I actually just released my first saltwater video on the channel the other day. I had kind of tried to keep it, I guess, off the channel. The tank was in the bedroom, so that was kind of somewhere I was not going to be doing a lot of fish filming, you know. But the day that I had intended to put out the video about my 55-gallon saltwater tank was the day the seam busted, and so it turned into a 29-gallon saltwater tank for the moment. Which I think it's awesome to at least have, you know, one or two tanks of the other. That way you can kind of have some experiences in that and have something to play around with besides what your standard is. And Griffin Fish Room, 2 full-time ponds inside, around 20 outside. Oh, wow. Yes, Father Fish, I am fortunate enough to be in Tennessee. So basically, every state that touches the state of Tennessee, I would not be allowed to keep piranha. But fortunately, Tennessee, I don't want to say they're lax in the laws because that makes it seem like they should have stricter laws. But when people say quote unquote, and I hate the term common sense laws, we have some legitimate common sense laws here. So things like, you know, piranha or, you know, Second Amendment issues, Tennessee kind of errs on the side of people's rights and logic. Chevy Fish, hello. I don't think I greeted you. If I did, an extra hello to you. I happen to like duckweed also for many reasons. Shade organisms for fry, goldfish food, etc. Yes, absolutely. There are a couple tanks that I'm keeping it out of for various reasons, but I definitely do enjoy having it in a lot of my tanks. I am kind of switching to, if you will, call it a Father Fish type of approach of making my tanks more self-sustainable and balanced, just because with this past week having, you know, some medical things go on, I want the tanks to be a lot more easily maintained. Say by Miss Fever if she ends up running the show for a little bit. And the Zen Ginger has a new video, so we need to check that out. If somebody will grab a link for that. Chewy is with us. I think I said hello. If not, hi Chewy, glad to have you. Chappie is in the building. Hello, Chappie. And Mr. Zen is here. For those of you that don't know who Chappie is or have not checked Chappie out, Chappie does a lot of, what is it called? Creepypasta, read stories and things. Really awesome channel. I like to throw Chappie on and listen to him read channels when I am going to bed. As funny as that sounds, he's got a really good story reading voice. And I like his tone and inflection and things of that nature. Chrissy's channel is here. My apologies. I missed you before. I'm glad to have you here. We've got a lot of new people in tonight. I appreciate you all showing up. And of course, I appreciate all of my regulars coming in as well. Don G, I saw you before, but if I didn't say hello, hello to you, sir. I hope you're doing well. I hope the fish are doing good on your end. Make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Big City Bettis, Amber is here. Thank you for swinging by, Amber. Get back down toward the bottom here. Every time I think I'm caught up, I am just not quite there. Dead air time. Dead air time. Sorry, I like to call out. I think it's funny. People lose their mind over a couple seconds. Dead air time. And you know what? It is what it is. We're all going to have brief pauses or, hey, Jay Jr., welcome. Glad to have you here. You know, slip of the tongues, you know, stumble over words, things of that nature. If any of you have thought of doing a live stream, that would be my biggest piece of advice to you. And I've said this many a times. Don't worry about what other people think. That being said, the caveat is to always try and provide either education or information, hopefully a little bit of both. Go back through here. And this has probably been answered already, but Precious is asking, Chevy, you have goldfish, what kind? Oh, thank you, Don G, for throwing up that salty video. Yeah, it's just like a 2-minute video, but I had said I was going to make one, so I wanted to make sure I got something out there after the water settled. Bless Miss Fever for helping me out and getting everything transferred over quickly and efficiently. No casualties there. So very happy about that. So if you all would like, I can swap it over to the usual tank. I know everybody kind of loves the mixed tank with the angels and the plecos and the catfish. Or if you all are enjoying the piranha, we can leave it there. Or if for some reason you're a glutton for punishment, I can throw it back on myself, but I think y'all would rather look at fish. Hey, and we have Rockford Fish Keeping in the building. Hello, hello. I appreciate you swinging by. Merry Christmas to you as well. Yeah, absolutely. Just stream and don't worry about it. Be natural. I won't digress too far into this, but I have the issue of having a presentation voice. And like if you watch my very first video, that fish room tour, that definitely came out in that one. It's one of those things where I've been, you know, a trainer, and in doing presentations and training people, there's a certain way that I talk when I'm doing that. There's also a certain way I talk when I'm at work, even to the point of the tone of my voice is different. So sometimes I do get in that, I guess you could call it a funk, for lack of a better term. Hey, Jess, Shrimp Granny, glad to have you here. But I try and kick back out of that and just get back into the normal me. So these guys right here are going to be going in a 220 gallon. This is currently a 125. I think that was addressed earlier in the chat. But I'm really hoping to get them to breed once I moved. Another thing, which I don't see them out at the moment, is for those of you that have not seen this tank before, there are actually common plecos in this tank as well. And they don't have any issues. Oh, that guy did not like the camera one bit. Good job. And, you know, don't be afraid. Here's one of my wonderful things. Don't be afraid to do what you got to do in your aquarium, assuming it's safe for the fish. That piece of wood, to this day, will not sink. So I actually have zip ties run through rock to hold it in there. Sometimes you got to do those things. Is it a show tank? No. Do I thoroughly enjoy it and do the fish like it? Yes. See, that is the only thing I do not like about this camera. For those of you that had asked me how I like it, it does not have autofocus. It has manual focus. So other than that, I'm enjoying it. Looks like Jess is out of here. Jess Shrimp Granny, sorry I missed you headed out. If you're still listening to this, I appreciate you swinging by. And if I don't see you before then, have a Merry Christmas. Don G, thank you, sir. The Salty Reef, the new 20-gallon freshwater is mostly for my 12-year-old son's channel, JT Aquatics. We set it up for him. He prefers freshwater, easier for him to keep. All right, so here's something I would like to do real quick. Redfish, Bluefish, hello and welcome. Glad to have you here. Sorry, I thought I had seen that somewhere. How many piranha? No, when I was skimming back and forth, I read it in my mind, but I didn't address it, and that's my fault. My apologies, Ness. There are 25 in there currently. There were also some red bellies at first when they were younger because I got them all at an inch or less. But as they've grown older, they decided the red bellies were not going to live with them. And they eventually ate them when they were smaller. At that point, there were so many really little fish in there, I couldn't really keep track of them. Otherwise, I would have pulled them. But yes, so I have 25 Caribe. That's the number of Caribe I started with, and that is what I still have. Oh, I was just getting ready to go pull up your son's channel, and then I got off onto another topic. Let me try and find that again. Hey, if you will post the name of your son's channel again, I would be happy to go ahead and snag that, or if Zen gets to it before me, which I'm sure she will because she is amazing. I would be happy to throw that up and go ahead and promote that. I really need to switch back to, yes, zip ties make the world go round. And father fish, absolutely. They are definitely different than your video presentations. I really enjoy it. I enjoy the interaction with people. You know, a lot of times when we're doing our videos, it's just straightforward commentary. And sometimes we leave questions unanswered that, I mean, sometimes can be obvious questions or things maybe we didn't think of. So addressing issues on live stream is definitely one of my most enjoyed ways of doing it. Get back down toward the bottom. Tied some wood to a rock with airline tubing. Yeah, absolutely. In my do-it-yourself. Okay, so I'm going to cover this. Keep you all from getting motion sickness. We're going to flip around to the other tank real quick. So if you look, not that it's necessarily pretty, but that do-it-yourself sponge filter behind the co-op filter to the right, there is actually a piece of airline that I have cut that goes around that gray piece of PVC inside the white. And the reason I did that is I wanted the smaller diameter PVC to help with the uplift. And instead of purchasing an adapter or, you know, another plumbing fitting, I just took a piece of airline, wrapped it around inside of there, and smushed it down in. Since we're over here, see if we can get y'all set up on there. It's going to have some glare, but there's the tiger shovel nose kind of hiding on the ledge there. And let me try and get caught back up here. I'm going to keep my thoughts out of the African cichlid discussion. I love them. I just don't know them. Griffin Fish Room, they are not full grown. The way that these guys grow, they generally hit 6 inches at about 6 months, and that's pretty much where they are at this point. I got them in June, so yeah, they're like right at 6 months. Should be hitting maturity soon. So like my project for next month is to get the 220 gallons set up, get them moved over, give them some more room before their health starts being affected. As you can see, some are smaller than others. You've got some tank bosses, if you will, and some runts. But no, they should get about double that size. It's going to take a little bit longer to grow, but the first 6 months is their most rapid point of growth, and then they will kind of slow down a little bit. Chappie, it is an AUSDOM, AUSDOM, Amazon special that I got in terms of the camera. Yes, need a bigger tank. I have the tank. I just need to get it to my house and get it set up. That's the hard part. Alien World Aquatics has discovered coffee. We are in trouble. And moving on down. Oh. Yeah, it just jumped on me. Come on now. Come on. I'm trying to get back up here. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, there's the greetings. Rockford, I'd rather have manual focus. I can focus faster than auto can. I would be able to, except for the fact that the manual focus ring is like right inside. So in order to do it, I literally have to do this number and like get 2 fingers in there, and it's really, really tight at this point. So it doesn't really adjust easily. I kind of have to use 2 hands to adjust it, and there's no doing it without messing up the video. Piranhas equal bitey fish. Yes, absolutely. Which I have before stuck my hand in there. Diego Petzotics, hello, welcome, glad to have you. I have stuck my hand in the tank before. Of course, I'm in there all the time for maintenance, but I've stuck it before on live stream and, you know, still have all my fingers and not bleeding. Scotty G66, I guess I really need to get a new computer. Downloaded StreamYard and Streamlab, and my computer not liking it. It's a Windows 7. Haven't used it in 5 years. Yeah, what I would say, what I did was I found a local kind of repair shop type guy that was posting stuff on Craigslist that had his own little business in a shopping strip. And I got what would have compared to like a $700 computer for a couple $100 because I went and I was like, hey, can you do this? And he swapped cards around and built it the way I wanted it. And it was a lot cheaper that way. Don G37 here, 35 likes. I appreciate you all very much for that. And let me do my shameless plug here. For those of you that are new, if you have not already, hit the subscribe button. That way you can be updated on things. I think you'll enjoy the content. And, you know, if you don't like the channel, hit the subscribe button anyways. That way you could be the first person to get the thumbs down on there. So either way, I think you should subscribe. Did we ever get the link for his son's YouTube channel? Father Fish, there are a couple of options to that, so to speak. If you want to get in on the FishFam, I guess, schedule without stepping on toes, you can just kind of look at the times and say, okay, here's the time that nobody's streaming, and then just do it then. The other option, and not necessarily, anyway, it's kind of frowned upon by everyone, is when you want to stream, and people are going to watch what they want to watch. I mean, I think I've got 9 or 10 people that are live that I'm subscribed to right now. People will go where they enjoy it. That being said, I'm generally not going to intentionally go on, you know, like say Alien World Aquatics is going to be on in 20 minutes. I'm going to stop the stream out of respect. That being said, I may not always stop the stream. It may be one of those, hey, I've got something I'm going to talk about. and I tell everybody, you're welcome to go check out Alien World Aquatics. I'm going to be here either way, even if it's nobody but me. But if you want to get in with the schedule to where you've got a set time that's not stepping on anybody's toes, Miss Susan of SLC Aquatics has a Google Calendar. If you're like me and that thing never wants to work for you, I do have times listed on the fishroomfever.com website. And I would be happy to throw your times on there as well if you let me know when you're wanting to stream. Trying to get to the bottom here. I'm sure it's just piling up on me. Zip ties are the aquatic version of duct tape. Absolutely, Jay Jr. Oh, thank you, Caleb, for posting that link. Punchy 54, 54 Punchy, Pam, has posted the link for fishroomfever.com. And that, as I was just showing you there, has the times. I just made it because it's real simple instead of trying to remember it or go on Facebook, or if you're like me and the Google Calendar doesn't work right, you go to one website, you can look at it, close it, and you're done. Watch Father Fish's last live stream after the fact. I laughed out loud so many times. When are you streaming again? Yes, I really enjoy Father Fish's live streams. Have not been able to catch as many live as I would like to. Apologies, you did not get the motion sickness, Chappie. I will do a special motion sickness stream just for you. Oh, yeah, I am way behind here. I'm about 7 minutes behind at this point. So Lucky Seahorse is going to be in the chat, but not on the stream with Alien World Aquatics. I'm going to go through here unless anything specifically is called out to me. I'm just going to kind of go through. Amateur's been practicing drawing aliens. All right. Lunar Betta's bought a 60-gallon Hex once. It came with a free Paku. I took that dude to my LFS store for store credit. He was way too big for that tank. Yes, they get massive. All right, I'm going to jump down to the bottom. I didn't see anything that was specifically directed at me. If you did have a question for me and you want to throw it in now, I am down to the bottom. You are welcome, Alien World Aquatics. Absolutely. I mean, I'm, I'm a small channel, but I'm here to support everybody, regardless of their subscriber count, smaller or larger than me. That's just part of what I'm here to do. So now that I am to the bottom and all caught up, and this is where I do horrible because I try and scroll up to see if there's anything I wanted to snag for a comment, and then I get way behind again. So I'm going to stay at the bottom. When they get large, you can definitely hear their cheek going, or their teeth chomping. Sorry, I was reading two comments. Oh yeah, Caleb's Aquatics. I kind of freaked him out a little bit earlier. He mentioned he was nervous putting his GoPro in the water. So while we were on Instagram chat, I shoved my phone down in the water and kind of freaked him out a little bit. Yeah, Chappie, what I'm looking at doing is I'm looking at adding a section down below it, because we have a couple people like Chewy LTD that are not specifically fish related. So I'm looking at kind of adding a section below here and above this link that I have to have on there of not fish, but still people that are part of the community. And the only reason is if I added all of the not fish people that I know into this, it would be about triple that size, because I'm in several different communities besides the FishFam. And then that's going to take away from the ease of access, which is the biggest reason that I created this page and this part of the site. But I'm definitely, and see, I know you're on a lot, so I don't know if you've got set times, but I will definitely be sure to throw you on here. Just let me know what times you normally stream. If it's something that's a regularly scheduled, you do it, consistently, I'd be happy to throw you on here. I've been wanting to add some other sites anyway, so that would be awesome. And Father Fish, 2 p.m. Sunday live chat. Okie dokie. I will do my very best to remember that. If someone will remind me when we go over to Alien World stream, and that way I will go ahead and edit it before I even get up from my desk. But I don't want to do that to you all on the live. Let's give you the fish back. So I think we found, that's the whole reason I had that screen share on there. I think somebody found the link for his son's channel. Whoever did, if you still have it, if you'll throw it up for me real quick. We've got about 15 minutes left. I'd like to go ahead and pull that up on the screen here. Lumpy Dog, hello, and Merry freaking Christmas to you too. Always a pleasure to see you. Lunar Betta said, still can't bring myself to put my phone in water. Yeah, I put mine in water the first day I had it because if it was going to break, I was going to have it break right away. I've shot several underwater videos and a lot of underwater footage. One awesome thing that I did pick up off Black Friday is a Bluetooth remote so that I can start my camera without having to push the button. Because specifically the Piranha, when I put the camera down in there on a tripod, they like to run away and hide for about 10 minutes. And when I'm filming 4K, 10 minutes is the limit on my phone before it turns itself off to avoid overheating, even though it's underwater, go figure. So now that I have that remote, I can put the tripod and the phone / camera in there, wait for them to come back out, and then hit the button to record. But as always, disclaimer, check and make sure that your phone is ready to go in the water. And if you break it, it is not my fault. You did it of your own volition. Okay, hold on. I just saw the JT Aquatics there. So let me, I'm going to have to go to the other chat to snag the link. Bear with me with just a moment. All right, snag that. And let's do this. Let's throw that over here. We'll add this back. We will pop this out. All right. JT Aquatics. My own channel. All right. We've got 6 subscribers. And we have got 43 watching now, according to YouTube. So if I could get you all to do me a personal favor, everyone that's in here, go ahead, hit that link, hit that subscribe button, ding that little bell right next to it. That's going to help you stay connected to the channel for longer. And then what I'm going to do, I'm not going to play it on my screen. That would be a copyright issue amongst other things, but I'm going to pull this off of here to where I'm no longer sharing it. And then I'm going to let this video play and leave a comment, because if I play a video and I leave a comment, it is going to help YouTube keep me connected a little bit longer. Doesn't always work perfectly, but it definitely does help with all the algorithms in terms of them doing cleanups and removing subscribers. Yeah, absolutely, Salty Reef. Yeah, if he does a video, let me know, and we'll be sure to promote that as well. Chappie, I lost the comment now. Chappie mentioned, would feel bad killing fish, can barely keep myself alive. Bob Kaler's Aquatics, happy holidays to you. All right, I know that I've asked for one favor already, but I am going to ask for one more favor. For those of you that do not know, Bob Kaler is part of the reason I am where I am today in terms of the FishFam. When I first decided to create a channel, Bob Kaler of Kaler's Aquatics was the first person that I met out of the FishFam, and welcomed me in, and has helped me out. He's a huge supporter of the community. That being said, Bob Kaler of Kaler's Aquatics is almost to 1,000 subscribers. So let me do this. Let me snag a tab here. Bear with me just a moment. We're going to get this pulled up. Because by God, if there's anybody that deserves our support. Okay, 992 subscribers for Bob Kaler of Kaler's Aquatics. Let me come back over here, share my screen with you one more time. Let me move this over real quick before I get a copyright for that video playing. Kaler's Aquatics, right there. And as you can see, 8 away. Surely with all the new people I've seen tonight, we can get Bob Kaler to 1,000 subscribers. We've got about 10 minutes left until Alien World Aquatics starts, so I would like to focus, I guess, if you will, on Kaler's Aquatics. He's a wonderful man. Like I said, really one of the pillars of our community in the FishFam here. Sorry, I'm reading comments, make sure I didn't miss anything. The oldies channel. Yes, Ben Sub got in the habit of just friending everyone. Exactly, Precious. That is the way to do it. Aquamate, hello. Because it's so easy. There are many times I've thought I was subscribed to someone, and then this person's been loyal to me for 2 months, and I look and I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't subscribed. They've been putting out videos on this, videos this whole time, and I've not even gone and looked at their videos, because I just thought I was subscribed, and it was somebody that didn't do content. Let's hit this refresh here. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. As a matter of fact, I know we can do it. It may take just a moment, but I think in 9 minutes we can have Bob Kaler, Kaler's Aquatics, up to 1,000 subscribers. So, bear with me while we're doing this. But yeah, dude, what's up, dude? And Ginger Graves says, at Kaler's Aquatics has freshwater fish and saltwater fish and dogs and cats and a reptile. Follow him. He is fun. Absolutely. Bob has got it all. Bob has over 400 videos posted. Last I looked was 399, and I know he's posted a couple since then. So definitely need to check him out. He's got some really cool stuff, and he does a lot of consistent updates. When he has fry or he has new fish in, he keeps you updated on that stuff. Kaler's Aquatics. Let's refresh this. $9.95. Let's add one more there. Make that $9.96. We're going to get Bob to 1,000 subscribers right now. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Bear with me here. I am on several different devices at the moment, but we are going to make this happen. We are going to get you there, Bob. I know you'll probably have maybe one or two drop off. Trader Dude, hello and thank you. I did my part, service guarantee citizenship. I love it. I can't remember what movie that's from. You'll have to forgive me, but I know that is a movie quote. I just can't place it at the moment. Oh goodness, now that's going to bother me. Yeah, check and see if Pam Earlyone is subscribed to Kaler's Aquatics. Because, oh, come on. We're going to make this happen. This is not, yes, this is going to happen. Let's do a refresh. We should be at 997 if I'm not mistaken. Apologies, you all. I'm not giving you, yep, 997. All right. I know that I can get Bob 3 more people here. Three more, and then we'll try and get him some cushion on the next go round. Oh, 998, and I just added one more on top of that. So here we go. Let's refresh this, see if we have it yet. Got 6 minutes. Oh, yeah, 6 minutes. We will definitely have. Oh, $9.99. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to do this for Kaler's Aquatics. Bob, I appreciate you and everything you have done. And Bob has officially 1,000 subscribers. Let me click this update button now. Congratulations, Bob, Kaler's Aquatics. You now have 1,000 subscribers, sir. I can't think of anybody more deserving than yourself. I appreciate you all doing that. I know that's a little different. Well, the FishFam has been more open to doing this over the past month, trying to help everybody grow. I think people were kind of scared to get into that because it can get a little nuts, but I think it's been needed. Honestly, if you look at the amount of people that have been able to hit goals the past month via the help of other FishFam channels, that is one thing that I did comment on being lacking in the community. And fortunately, the community has picked up on that. So I appreciate you all doing that. That is phenomenal. Bob Kaler, Kaler's Aquatics, congratulations to you, sir. And I think you'll end up having 1 or 2 extra for some cushion. And of course, the way that your channel is growing, sir, you will definitely have your cushion in no time at all. So now that Bob Kaler has 1,000 subscribers, I do distinctly recall that he mentioned he was going to start live streaming again. So I'm looking forward to that, Bob. And if you decide to do a scheduled live stream, please let me know. I would love to put you on the website lineup. Yes, absolutely, Select Pet. Just like I was saying, the best way to stay connected with people when you subscribe to them, watch a video, hit the like button, leave them a comment, and that will help you from getting purged out of the system when YouTube rolls through and removes subscribers. Yeah, and I don't think that, first off, Sickless23 says, so true, James. Definitely has changed over the past 6 months. There wasn't much support and love shown unless you had a big channel. I don't necessarily think that people were ignoring the little channels. I think they were more afraid that it was going to turn into like this giant issue of trying to grow. And yes, Father Fish is another one. If you've not, and see, this is the thing, I could sit here all night and we could specifically do channels. Father Fish is another phenomenal channel that is like completely blown up. People talk about how quickly I moved up. Father Fish has surpassed even my numbers. So go check him out. But again, as always, I encourage all of you, just like Precious was talking about, to check out all of your fellow channels. Yeah, Redfish Bluefish says, Bob, you've been at 1K for at least 2 minutes. Where's the live stream? I know you're letting us down. But no, I encourage all of you to check each other out. Not to say that everybody's channel is made for everyone else, but I have 2 thoughts on that. One, it doesn't hurt you or cost you anything to be subscribed to somebody. If you don't like their content, turn off the notification bell. Now, if you dislike their content, I can understand you not being subscribed to them. But the other thing is that really is going to let you branch out and, come across some channels that maybe you didn't know were out there. You didn't know that you enjoy. Plus, you're going to get recommendations from having subscribed to those people of other people that they watch that maybe you've never heard of. So, again, I appreciate you all. Looks like we've got about 2 minutes left until Alien World Aquatics. So I thank everybody for showing up and hanging out. I have certainly enjoyed it. Bob Kaler, again, congratulations. If there's anybody in the chat that you have not checked out, I would encourage you to go over there, check them out. As Susan would say, show love for love. I am coining the phrase, complete the circle. So check them out, complete the circle. Chappie, absolutely. Are you a mod in here to drop a link? Let me get on to my, hold on just a second. I've got to go in the other chat to be able to do anything. And of course it's gone. Let me bring my chat back. And there you go, Chappie. You should be able to drop a link there. Bob, you are welcome, but you definitely earned it for yourself. So I'm just glad that I was able to make a small contribution to help push you over the edge there. That being said, we have got 1 minute. If anybody has anything pressing that they would like addressed in a minute, oh, there we go, 12:05. If you have any issues, feel free to contact me on Facebook. Shoot me an email, fishfromfever@gmail.com. Other than that, Caleb's Aquatics, thank you. I appreciate you all showing up today. If somebody wants to drop the link for Alien World Aquatics, should be going live any second now. So let's all go over there, show support. Let's do hashtag Merry Fishmas, if you all would. We'll go raid him with the hashtag Merry Fishmas. There we go. Alien World Aquatics now. We're going to jump into that. Again, thank you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Merry Christmas to you if I don't see you before it is over. And until next time, keep your fish healthy and catch yourself a little fish room fever.